Welcome to Local Living Tri-City, your go-to podcast for exploring the vibrant communities of Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee. Join me, Liz Jones, as we dive into real estate insights and local business stories, bringing you closer to the heart of our Tri-City area. Let's get started with today's episode.
Hey friends, welcome back to Local Living Tri-City. I'm Liz Jones, your neighborhood real estate expert and community cheerleader here in Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee. Today we're diving into one of the biggest questions I get from people all the time, and it's this: should I rent or should I buy? If that question has been bouncing around in your mind, you are not alone. And spoiler alert, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Renting and buying both come with their own set of pros and cons. The key is figuring out what's best for you in this season of your life. So today we're going to walk through both sides. I'll break down the benefits, the trade-offs, and the real-life factors you need to think about when deciding whether to rent or buy in our Tri-City area. Let's get into it. Let's start with the advantages of buying. Buying a home is a big milestone, and for a lot of people, it's one of the best ways to build long-term wealth. When you own your home, every payment you make builds equity. That's real value. It's like putting money into your own future rather than someone else's pocket. Home ownership also gives you stability. Your payment stays predictable. You don't have to worry about your landlord raising the rent or selling the property out from under you. Plus, you can truly make a space your own. Want to paint the walls, plant a garden, or redo the kitchen? Go for it. And here in Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee, owning often means becoming part of a community, investing in a neighborhood, joining local events, and putting down roots. Now, let's talk about the advantages of renting. Renting sometimes gets a bad rap, but let me be clear, renting is not wasting money. In many cases, it's a smart and strategic choice. First of all, it offers flexibility. If you're not sure how long you'll be in the area or your job might move you around, renting gives you the freedom to pivot without the stress of selling a home. Second, it keeps your upfront costs lower. You don't need a down payment, closing costs, or property taxes. That can make a huge difference if you're still building your savings. And third, you don't have to worry about maintenance. When the AC goes out or the water heater leaks, you're not the one writing the check. So if you're in a season where mobility, simplicity, or lower financial risk is your priority, renting might make a whole lot of sense. Let's get real about the factors you need to consider. This decision shouldn't just be about what your friends are doing or what the headlines say. It's about your life. Think about your financial situation. Do you have stable income, enough saved for a down payment and a cushion for emergencies? What about your job? Is it secure? Are you planning to stay in the area for at least 3 to 5 years? And then there's your long-term goals. Do you want to build equity and customize your space? Or do you value flexibility and simplicity right now? These are the kinds of questions I walk through with clients every day. And they matter because when you make a choice that aligns with your values and your season of life, it feels good and it works. Let me share a couple quick case studies. First, a young couple I worked with last year. They were saving for a wedding and not quite ready to commit to a neighborhood. Renting gave them time to explore and save without the pressure of a mortgage. On the other hand, I had a client in her 40s who was tired of moving every year. She wanted to put down roots in Menifee and be close to her kids' school. For her, buying a home was about creating stability, and it gave her peace of mind. Both choices were smart because both were right for that person in that moment. And so here's the big takeaway. There is no wrong answer. Like renting isn't failing, buying isn't always better. The right choice depends on your finances, your goals, and your lifestyle. What matters most is that the choice is intentional. As we wrap up today, here's what I'd love for you to do. Take a few minutes to really evaluate where you are and what you want. Think through your short-term needs and your long-term vision. And if you want some extra guidance, I've got you. Reach out anytime. I'd love to sit down with you, look at your options, and help you make a confident, informed decision. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Local Living Tri-City. Whether you're team rent or team buy, I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Until next time, stay rooted, stay curious, and stay true to what matters most to you.
Thank you for listening to Local Living Tri-City. Stay tuned for more insights and stories from Temecula, Murrieta, Menifee, and surrounding areas. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with a friend that is passionate about the Tri-City area as you are. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you next episode.